Spartans! What is your profession?
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? So today's gonna be a little bit of a different video. What we're doing today is we're going go-karting, and I'm coming straight from work, and unfortunately the time that it started was basically the time when my work ended, so I'm running a little bit late. I'll probably miss the first race. I'm zooming to get there, but yeah, we're going go-karting. It's gonna be a big group of us. It's for my buddy's birthday. We our birthdays are like 4 days apart, so we basically share like a birthday week. Normally we'll celebrate the birthdays together. So fortunately his lies on the Friday this week and mine was on the Monday. But yeah, the audio is going to be a little bit off. I don't have my microphones with me, and I just did not have the time to basically grab everything. So that's the plan. I'm going to try and be able to stick the GoPro on top of my helmet so that we can get some action shots there. But the one good thing, I'm just moving this around. I didn't have enough time to, actually I could put this right there. It's gonna be a little bit of a weird, no, I don't think that's gonna work. Fuck, whatever. So basically, I'm gonna have to put this down for a second here. Shit. Basically, what we're doing is we're gonna try and put a mount on the helmet and see if that stays on there. Hopefully they'll allow it. If not, I have something else. Like I've got one of those GoPro grips that goes around like a handlebar or something like that. Hopefully I can find a good place to put it there so you guys get all the angles or whatever. I think my helmet's gonna be a little bit better, so if I like turn and see if somebody's coming, you guys can see it too. But yeah, I'm fucking hyped. I'm zooming to get there right now. But yeah, the last time, I think I've been here before, but I was young when I went here, and apparently the go-karts go pretty fast. They go about 80 kilometers an hour. I'll be completely honest, I don't know what the conversion is in miles. I'm gonna say maybe 55, 50. I'm gonna go 50 because I know 60 is 100 kilometers an hour. So that's my guesstimate right there. Don't come at me if the math's wrong, but yeah, I'm fucking hyped, and hopefully your boy can show up and put out some good results, get on the podium, feel like Max Verstappen out there. And yeah, that's the goal right here. I'm not looking to be like fucking a Renault, where you know you're kind of at the bottom. Sorry, Renault. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this. It's gonna be a good time. But yeah, I'll kind of cut the camera and I'll get to the good parts in a second here. Is there anything else that I need to mention? Oh, I was gonna pass this motherfucker, but can't because there's a car coming that way. But dumb decision to pass right now. Shit. You guys almost saw me fucking end my life here. Just trying to get around this guy. I'm in a fucking rush. Hopefully there's nobody around here now. I can make it now. It's my first time really accelerating in this new car. Pushing this thing to the fucking limit here. But yeah, hopefully, you know what? I really hope that the GoPro shows how fast these fucking things are, because I know a lot of the times when you're in a GoPro or you got a GoPro going, it feels so fast, and then you look at the fucking video and it looks like you're going fucking 2 miles an hour. So hopefully it actually captures the moment. But yeah, we're not close at all. It's supposed to have started 5 minutes ago, but you know what? Honestly, it gives me a little bit of a head start on these guys. I've got my brain juices flowing because I've been driving fast just to get there. So hopefully when I hit the apex of the turns, my kart's gonna be nice, crispy. Hopefully I won't need a little He'll call the maintenance, a little box, get the tires changed, but who knows? We'll see. But yeah, all right, I'll catch you guys when I'm there. Peace. All right, made it, finally. So, before I get started, but basically, I thought I had this whole game plan where I was gonna show up, I was gonna have the music going, have this Max Verstappen going, pull up, but I guess that didn't happen. Oh, they're all over there. Here, let me pause this. This is what the track looks like over here. You know what? Now that they just got off, they're over there. My game plan is I'm going to connect to my speaker. And I'm going to get the Max Verstappen song going. Here, let me get the speaker out real quick. Basically, going to connect to this. It's going to be like my walk-up song. It's going to be like the Danny McBride scene in his fucking TV show where he's walking onto the baseball field. Hopefully it pans out. But hopefully I can get the GoPro mount onto the helmet there. But yeah, I'll catch you guys when I'm on the track. All right, a little post-race analysis. You know, they're gonna be calling me Max Verstappen on the way I got pegged. I got fucked. I got destroyed. You know, it felt like every single fucking corner that I hit, I was drifting. I missed the warm-up trial. I missed the first race. That's my excuse. That's my, if I'm ever, I'm gonna relate this to golf. If I ever go out and playing golf and I'm just shit, I just always say it's because I didn't hit the driving range. That's what it is. I didn't hit the driving range of the go-kart. I didn't get the warm-up. I got passed. I don't know what to say. You guys see the video. Unfortunately, the GoPro fell off the helmet at some point in time. I don't know exactly when it fell off. Hopefully the angle of the GoPro was good and I can actually get some good footage out of it. I wasn't really able to test to see where the angle was on that, just because I as soon as I got there, I had to start. It was like they had already started. It was like go. I had a great time though. Don't get me wrong. I had a great fucking time. It was awesome. The athlete in me, the competitive spirit inside of me wanted to win, wanted to fucking dominate. But unfortunately that did not happen. But you know what? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This time, I didn't come last though. But I did spin out a bunch of times. I'm just going to chalk that up to beginner mistakes. But yeah, it was a great time. A great pre-workout warm-up. So I'm all ready to go, ready to hit back and buy. I got to go back to my house real quick, charge up everything, eat, and then yeah, and then we're ready to go and get this lift in. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed that. But yeah, let's go fucking destroy some back and buys. I don't know yet.
So if you want to move your seat back, there's that red handle there.
This one right here?
Right here, yeah. Yeah, on it. Now you're going to just scoot back and forth till I get unstuck, and then kind of push low on your seat so put it back.
Oh, perfect.
And then, do you know how to do it with your helmet?
Just
go through the both screws, and then just slip on the mark for that.
Okay.
Hold your foot on against it.
Yep. YouTube, what's going on? I won't lie, I'm fucking pissed off right now. So originally today, for my buddy's birthday, we were going go-karting, and sick time. It was actually like a lot of fun, and the only issue was I was running, like, it was basically like right after work, so I was going straight from work to the fucking the go-kart track, and because of just like where the location was, it was just so far from my work that I missed the first race. There was only 3 races, missed the first one unfortunately, so I only got to go twice, which isn't really that big of a deal. But the reason why that comes into play is because when I got there, they were already getting ready to go out for the second time. And I had this whole thing planned where I put the GoPro on the helmet, and then I was gonna make it a thing where I went go-karting and then came back to the gym for the back and by workout. But because it was so like fast paced for me getting there, and like just basically I got there and I was right on the track, I turned the camera on, put it on my helmet, and I didn't get the opportunity to check to see the actual angle. It looked good. It looked like it was fine from my perspective at least. I was wrong. I was fucking wrong. I'm so pissed. I looked at the footage, and I mean, I guess I could still put it out there, but the problem is like, it doesn't get the full fucking track. It only gets like part of it. And sometimes when I'm lifting my head up to like see who's around, that's when you get to see the full track. But it pisses me off how it's not like a good fucking quality of a shot. So I don't know, I might just put it out there. I don't know, but it's kind of pissing me off how it ended up. So I don't know, it'll be like a game time decision for me, see if I end up putting it up there. It was a lot of fun, and it actually, like, it would have looked good if I had just given it like a 15-degree tilt up. Even a 10-degree. I'll take a 5-degree actually from this fucking angle, because it's literally, I wish you could see the track, but the problem is you can basically just see my cart. So I gotta take my anger out on these weights. The only issue is I don't have that much time, because it's my buddy's birthday, so we did that. He went out with his family for dinner, and I came back, ate my meal. Now I gotta work out, but I gotta work out quick so that I can end up going over to his place to see what we're getting up to for the night. And then yeah, so I'm kind of cramming this workout in. It's back and by, and it's probably gonna be like a short video, just a quick pump, but boy, am I fucking upset. You know what? Here's the thing. At least you didn't get to see how fucking bad I performed. I'll be honest, like the first trial run wasn't that bad. The second time I tried, like, because it was the qualifier, it was the actual time where it mattered. So I tried fucking like giving it everything that I had. I was skidding around these corners, like I was drifting all the time. And when you drift, you lose fucking traction and you lose like speed, and people were passing me. Spun out a couple times. Honestly, call me fucking Max Verstappen the way I got pegged in that fucking race. I got fucked. But you know what, whatever. I gotta take my anger out somewhere, and I'm just glad that it's gonna be in the gym. Shit's not going, it just doesn't want to go right for me. It just doesn't want to. I'm convinced. I'm fucking convinced. Whatever. So that's my little update. So if you guys see this stuff, if I decide to like put the video and edit it into there, I don't know, we'll see. But if you don't, that's my little rant. So if you do see it beforehand, it's my explanation for it. If you don't, just disregard. I'm actually convinced I want to go back, and I just want to go back just so I can get the footage, just so I can get more, but goddamn, whatever. All right, I'll see you guys in there. Fuck. Peace. I click record.
Shit, I did. I recall.